Hi, I'm Paul Gerrard, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about a class I'm running at SEETEST this year in Bucharest. It's called Test Modelling and Coverage, and I want to talk about that just for a moment to explain what we'll discuss and debate and learn, hopefully. Model-based testing has been around a long time as a formal discipline, and it's kind of a misnomer really, in that model-based testing is all testing. All testing is based on models, and whatever your experience of testing, however long you've been doing it, you've been doing model-based testing all your life. You just haven't thought of it in those terms. What we do as a tester is we explore sources of information, sources of knowledge to discover how systems work. And what we do in order to assimilate our understanding of the complexity of systems is we build mental models. Now, those mental models are curious, kind of mysterious things in our heads that I can't tell you what they look like, except I know they're there. Now, we might take our mental model and write it down. And I'm not going to talk about documentation so much, because I want to really discuss modelling as a mental activity, as a thinking activity. And it's the thinking that counts. How you document it, how you capture it if you need to, is your affair. That's logistics. I'm not going to discuss that so much. What we will do, though, is we'll discuss how we explore a system as a source of knowledge. We'll look at things like heuristics and cheat sheets and checklists and so on, which help us to formulate a strategy for testing any system you like. Now, heuristics, cheat sheets, whatever, these are just more models. They are less formal, maybe mini models if you like, simple models that we use for a temporary arrangement to help us to design, to select tests. So one of the things that we need to talk about is how we choose and select our models. This is part of the essence of the thinking of a tester. Now, obviously, underpinning all this is the notion of coverage, where we look to measure the thoroughness of our testing in some indirect way, and that's what coverage is really about. We use our model to identify things to cover, and coverage, how we count the things that we have to cover in our model, this is our coverage measure, if you like. And we can do these things in a formal way, of course, but we can also do informal measures of coverage. And I want to discuss the pros and cons of how we design our tests with some sensitive application to the coverage and the thoroughness as required. So we'll answer some pretty difficult questions like, how much testing is enough? This is one of the essential questions we all have to answer at some point as a tester. So I hope you join me in Bucharest, and I hope to see you there.